Hey Gary, how you doing, man? Thanks for your kind words earlier. I appreciate you talking good about the channel and all. Organized chaos, sometimes unorganized. Just running this transmission temperature sensor wire. I'll let this pig down here in a few minutes and figure out where this wire is poking out. And then we'll go inside the car and wire up the gauge and test fit that pod that I bought her. I've got more than enough wire. Tons of wire going through this hole up here. More than I'll need. About probably 15 feet, but I know if I cut it short, it end up being too short. I don't want to splice wire together for the sensor end of it. I just want to have one continuous wire. I have to get some loom. I don't have any more small loom. I have to get all I've got is the big stuff, 3/4 stuff, so I need to get some loom. I'm gonna loom this. I don't know where all this wire is going. I know it's under the console somewhere. It's either in the front of the console or back of the console. I didn't want to, where I was going to run it last night was over here where the AFR harness runs, but I'd have to cross over top the exhaust, and this being a turbo car, and I know that sooner or later this pipe's going to get red hot, and I don't want it to melt that wire or start a fire or something stupid. So I went through and poked a small hole in the boot where the shift cable runs through, self-healing if you would. So I run this wire through and pull it up the console, because where I'm sticking the temperature gauge is right in the center of the console where the cigarette lighter and the tractor control will be. It just makes sense to go this way versus trying to go across the underside of the car and then all the way up and over. Now I'll just pull the wire through the console. I've been thinking a lot here lately about the radio and playing music. I mean, I'm not monetized yet, so it probably really doesn't matter, but I don't want them to copyright me and then take those watchtowers away, which is probably what they would do. So I'm trying my dangest to get my watchtowers up. Alright, that will work. possum friends haven't come back yet. I ain't seen them around. Man, there we go. What's up, everybody? Waiting on the answer to stock. Oh. Incognito, what is up? Square body, what is up? Hey. Dakota. Yeah, you changed your screen name the other day when you were on here. I didn't know who the heck it was. Thanks, everybody, for waiting on the snow to stop. Blah. Dude, it is, there you go. Let me get you a little upset. A little upset. There you go. It's 80 in here. Snow. I'm glad I moved away from that crap. Glad I moved away from that. Snow, ice. Blech. I'm over it. Awfully noisy over there. Freaks me out. You know, I've worked with 2-post lifts all my life, but I've never been around one that made me nervous. This one makes me nervous. 13 degrees. Dude. Get out of there. Man, get out of there. Oh, you can hear them crickets? You know, I hardly ever notice them anymore, but usually the lizards eat them all, and they don't have time to chirp, or they're pretty quiet, just because of all the dang lizards. And, I guess my lizard population around the house is falling off because all the snowbirds coming. Everybody's flying south. Yeah, Mike, this is my wife's. It's a 2000 WS6 Trans Am. It's a LS1 single turbo, 4L60E, Performa built transmission. It's got a 9-inch rear in it. Single, 78, 75. Oh, here's my Q&A sticker. Add a Q&A sticker. A simple pleasure you always appreciate. I think we all know the answer to that one. Yep, that's the old lady's car. She bought it out of high school, and she's had it ever since. So, what, about 7 years ago, we tore it apart and built the engine, forged rods, pistons, BTR, level or stage 3 cam from BTR. Had the cylinder heads worked and poured it and polished, hogged out, and all that good stuff. She drives it like she steals it, or like it's stolen when my son's not in the car. But her car is the only street car that has AC. So my son rides with her most of the time versus with me. Because my car has no AC, and it gets hot in there. So when he's not in the car, yeah, she drives it like a bat out of hell.
a truck Norris. Yeah, BTR makes pretty good cams for these turbo LS cars. When we first put the motor together and fired it, man, it sounded good, but unfortunately, when you tune these cars, you lose some of that cam chop. So it lost some of that really ridiculous chop that it had. Oh yeah, she definitely uses it. She loves this car, and since it went boosted, she loves it even more. I still got to do. Um, I live here in Florida, and we've just had the worst luck with tuners for her car. But I've got to do onboard air for it so we can turn the boost up. Right now, it's got a 10-pound spring in it, and it's making 8 pounds. So I need to put onboard air on it, and we can turn this thing up quite a bit. The other car in the garage? My truck's in the garage right now. The 86 is in the front garage. How did you see that, man? Did you see me when I turned? Or did you see the reflection? Yeah, X-Pipe's the way to go. Yes, sir. This is Ford country over here. The wife's the only one crazy. I used to be a Chevy guy, but I learned my lesson a long time ago. We don't know. We this car hasn't been to drag strip in quite some time now. We do mostly street stuff. You know, lots of trips to Mexico. But from a roll, from a 40, from a 40 roll, this thing will get out, and it gets out fast. My car is coyote swapped with a big 88, and if even if I brake boost it, she still will get out on me a good car before I can catch up to her. Oh yeah, I'm not a non-believer. Like I said, I used to be a Chevy guy, man. I built first car I had was a '72 Malibu. Drove the crap out of it, and then I ended up wrapping it around an oak tree. And then I built the Malibu. I built the '78 Malibu, a two-door car, 355 turbo 350, and it broke rear ends every freaking weekend. It'd break a rear end, and the freaking axle would walk out of it, dump the car off, uh, and I got fed up with it, and the guy had a uh, big bearing 7.5 out of a Monte Carlo SS that had all burn in it, and he swore up and down I'd never break that rear. And sure as shit, it lasted about a month. It lasted about a month, and I broke it. And I fixed that, and then was doing a burnout and over rev the car and snapped a crankshaft right at the back of the block. And that was it for me. I was done. I had so much money tied up in that car, it was ridiculous. Yeah, incognito. There's a big difference. 72 Chevelle. Uh, 72 Chevelle is a big body car. Malibu is just like Malibu is a G body car, so it looks like any any G body from what 70, 76 and up. Let me see. Let me see here. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. Oh wow, my picture's done gotten faded. So yeah, there we go. There's my old Malibu right there, G body car. What year did they stop making? What year did they stop making the Monte Carlo? I think the 88, 89, somewhere in there. I think, yeah, 88, 89. And then they went to that goofy body style. Same with all the other ones. Same with the old Cutlasses and stuff. I think they quit. They quit around the same time. Yeah. Okay. Good time. What is up? What is kicking? Checking. Yeah. All right. Tomorrow. What's today? Tuesday. Tomorrow. That '67 Firebird's coming back. The Meckham auction car is coming back. So I'll have that. I'm gonna do a live stream with that one. Real nice car, LS3, TKO 600, big 10-bolt rear in that. It's got a lot of goodies. Super nice car. He's bringing that back. He's got a fuel odor. I know some of you guys haven't watched the content, but he bought that from Meckham and didn't even make it home from Meckham auction, and bottomed the car out and broke the fuel filter off the body of the car and just blew fuel everywhere. Brought it over, and I did a temporary fix for him, and it lasted about 2 days, and then he bottomed the car out again and busted the fuel filter off of it again. So I had to change his whole fuel system routing in the back of the car. Did motor mounts, power steering pump, did a bunch of stuff to that car that I shouldn't have had to do. He spent $50K on that, and it should have just been turnkey and ride, but it was in bad shape for something he spent so much money on. So I did a bunch of repairs to it, and I hadn't seen him in months, and then he just messaged me the other morning and said, "Hey, I smell fuel. Can I bring the car over?" And I'm like, "Sure, bring it over." You know, I need the content, but most of the stuff, like JG was saying earlier, a lot of guys use YouTube as a business. It's kind of split for me, because I use it as a hobby to do, you know, my personal stuff, but I also do a lot of side work out of here. You'll see there's a beautiful Yanko replica Nova that's been in here. 87 square body's been in here. Big Impala, 68 Impala has been in here. There's been a bunch of stuff, and I do a lot of side work. Some of it gets filmed, some of it doesn't, just because it's not, you know, working on a Ford Focus or, you know, an Escape or a Tahoe. Really not content worthy stuff. You know, horsepower stuff, classic cars is what a lot of people like to see. So there's a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of good videos. I can't say good. They're decent. They're decent for, you know, backyard, no filming talent person. But that'll be here tomorrow sometime. I'm not sure when he's going to get that over here. Oh, it's bad for the battery. What do we got? That's fucked up, Mike. Actually, this truck has got it's got a brand new motor in it. It's got a brand new motor in it that I put in a couple years ago. It doesn't even have 1,000 miles on it yet. This thing don't get driven enough to need a tow. I installed the battery wrong. Why, Maverick? Why did I install the battery wrong? Hold down. Something about bad for the battery. I don't know. Incognito, her car is on E85. And the battery hold down is down there. Factory. I ain't going nowhere. Yes, well, some of the side work, some of the side work is free, some of it, and like this guy with the '67, he's a paying customer. Uh, some people donate a little bit here, a little bit there. Can't force you to be right. Well, I appreciate you. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, yeah. A friend of mine, his car's on the channel as well. It's a '92 Civic with a built uh, B18, B18B, B18A, whatever the hell it is. Uh, it makes 600 wheel. I don't post any of my racing content. YouTube did not like me doing that. So once I do get monetized and I can get like subscription stuff going on, I'm gonna release that to people that are what do you call them, patrons. So I'll release those stuff. So there's a bunch of street racing stuff that's locked on my channel of me and a bunch of stuff. But there, yeah, my friend, his car's been on here. It's single turbo Honda, pretty peppy car. Pretty peppy car. Yeah, yeah, members only type of stuff. It just seemed when I posted street racing stuff, it was not getting views. Like I raced a Volkswagen GTI, yeah, that was making almost 700 wheel, and I posted that video and just hashtagged the shit out of it and was like, man, this video is going to take off because it's a damn good race. And I think in what 2 months it got 30 views. It was ridiculous. And like all of my street racing stuff has been like that. It's just next to no views. So I just once I did that, once I locked all those down and just started posting my regular working on crap in the garage, my subs started picking back up. My watched liked videos, all that crap started picking back up. So you guys talking about batteries? Nothing wrong with a Walmart battery. Hell, they got warranty. It don't matter. It's got a warranty. Goes bad, take it out. Get it on. I mean, it ain't like this red top piece of crap overpriced Optima that's in this car. Shit, the truck. What the hell is it? Truck's got a Everstart or Everlast or something in it. Some old cheap off the shelf battery. It's been in this truck for 8 years. Thanks, Incognito. I appreciate you. Yeah, I've learned that too. Well, I can't say I've learned that. I've picked up on that. If you hashtag the shit out of something, it really hurts your video too. So I try to keep it to like 6 or 7, maybe less, depending on what it is. Just stick to the basics when it comes to whatever the hell you're posting up on. Like I've got a lot of shorts of car show stuff. Just go to local car shows and take a quick video. So, and I try not to over hashtag anything. And when I go to finalize this one, this live stream, it'll probably have like, hashtag POS, hashtag Trans Am. you know, LS. And that'll be about it. Or maybe I might do some clickbait and be like, you'll never believe it. And then just be some boring ass video. But yeah, there's my buddy around the corner has got a twin turbo LS swapped Fox body that we did an 8.5 cert cage in, and redid the electrical in it, and I redid the hatch for him. We dropped the fuel cell underneath, and I built the floor for him. There's some shorts, and then there's the live streams from doing that car. That was fun and irritating. Take my pocket knife out. Don't get in your wife's car with your pocket knife in your pocket, especially if she's got leather seats. Yeah, I wouldn't say I get the cheapest one unless I'm... Yeah, don't forget the bikini-clad woman in the thumbnail. Yeah, I need to find a bikini-clad thumbnail woman. Ugh. Oh, you got leaks on. You got T-top problems. This car, luckily, does not leak anything. Let me try and get you guys in the position here. So this is the, you see where that, I don't know how well y'all can see that, but right there is a wiring harness sticking out in the console, and that's where the traction control and the cigarette lighter is. So I bought this 3D printed piece to stick the temp gauge in, and then the traction control switch to go here, and then that hole goes around the cigarette lighter. I just got to figure out where that wire is and how much of this console I need to take apart to find it. Yeah, it's a street car. Still got AC, power steering, cruise control, all that stuff. Honestly, this thing's dirty compared to what it usually is. Honestly, I've been building the shelves in the garage. It's covered in sawdust. It's pretty nasty. The insides needs to be wiped down again. It's a little dusty from sitting in here. Yeah, well, her traction control is tuned to be off, but I believe she can turn it on if she wanted to. So right now with the 29s on the back, it's throwing off the ABS on the car because of the tire height difference. So it's just off permanently right now with the big tires on the back. She wanted to try a 275/60 on the back of her car because the 255/60s just really weren't helping at all with traction. So she went up a size. Is that all that red wire right there? If that red wire is right there, I'm in good shape. Look, power seats too. And these things are heavy. Tilt wheel. Let's get rid of that. Hey. I'll be dipped. I'll be dipped. I'm just gonna figure out which end's the loose end. That's not the loose end, I don't think. Maybe it is. I think it'd probably be wise to pop this off just to get a look under there. Let's see. Does this stupid thing come off? Oh. Alright. Still got a coin holder in there. What you know about that? These. What's going on with this? Oh, it's because the doodad's out of there. Oh, that's the spring on that side. Oh, I done fucked that up. I'll have to get that tucked back in there. There's all my wire. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, lucky me. So I probably fed way too much wire in here. I was expecting that. That's a shift cable. I was expecting it to be further back in the console, but it is literally right here. And I've been fed like 8 foot of freaking wire in here. So it is all punched up. Oh my goodness. How did I do that? I did it. That's all that matters. I did it for sure. Wow. What a hot mess I made. What a hot mess I made. Jeez. Not even sure how I got that wire. So much. So much. There's this little slot that you can't even get a fat flathead screwdriver in, and somehow I managed to push most of that wire through that, and it like doubled up and tripled up beside each other. I don't know how the hell I did that, but I did it. There's the end. No. What the hell? Let's see if I can pull the rest of this out of here. Oh yeah. Let me grab a doodad and we'll fix that. Let me get you guys in the car with me too. I'll change my stands. 295/50s, yeah. No, that's not a vet tire. I think like factory Corvettes are like 255s. Yeah, shorter sidewall. Yeah, they're like what two. They're not 3. I think they're like 2. They might be like a 295/40, something like that. I don't think they're 315. Let me change. Is that a good view for everybody? A good view? I think it's alright. Let me turn. We even got the kids seat in the back. Let me turn you. There you go. There you go. That's good. I just won't be able to see your comments until I get back out of the car. Oh, boy. Now. Just overdid it with this wire, not knowing where it was coming out at. There's a metal bracket down here that's all in the way. If I was a thinking man, I'd just go pull it the fuck back out of the bottom. Alright. I don't know how I managed to do that, but I did it. I did it pretty. Yes. You rang. And my doorbell. It'll be my doorbell. Come on around that corner there. Trying to do this without chafing this wire. Nobody likes a chafed wire. All down through here is just metal, metal, and more metal. All these cars are so freaking heavy. All the stamped steel. Just thinking how nice this would be if they used aluminum. Yeah, I think I pushed all of that. I pushed all of that through the floor, thinking I was gonna need it to run up the back of the console. I tell you, I'm not the sharpest tool in the drawer, am I? Alright. I'm gonna leave a little extra down there. So if we need to pull that gauge out, it won't be too short. Yeah. Yeah. I put some wire. Make sure I had enough. Definitely had enough. So I just wasn't anticipating that hole being so damn close. So that means that tail shaft of that transmission is honestly right about here. Generally, you know, your tail shaft is back behind the console a tick. I figured probably here is where I was. I was thinking I was here. But anyway. Let's put this down here. Stay. Alright. Now I gotta find so that's ground there. Need to find a hot wire to use. Which looks like probably just use that one. Maybe. So we got air fuel here. So we got our boost controller here, and then over here in this vent we've got the oil pressure. So a guy on Etsy 3D prints the gauge pods, and they have the slots in them around them, so you still get airflow through them, which is pretty cool. And because my son rides in the back, we didn't want to take this one and put a pod in it because we want the air to blow back to him. We got this one on the corner and this one. We want the air to blow back. These ones blow just fine. You know, of course they're not adjustable, but it's not it doesn't produce the volume of an open hole. So, okay, she's gonna be a little upset about that. I gotta put that spring back on there. Figure that mess out later. Hopefully I don't have to take the damn console off to do that. But maybe not. We'll see. What you guys talking about? Better to have too much than not enough. Story of my life. I've always got not enough. What up, Lathan? Bailey broke up with me. I'm sorry, buddy. Yeah, 315.30. Ugh, 315.30. Man, that is no sidewall. No one of those cars spin so much. Enchiladas. Oh, that ashtray lid is broken. Ha! I didn't break it. What up, Jay? How you doing, man? Well, that's a sigh of relief. Wow, what a turret that is. Oh, okay. How about that? Well, I didn't use that. I don't know how many of you guys use these Kleins. These things are just the bee's knees, let me tell you. Chopper. You stick this little damn in there like that. Strip your wire. Love them. Love them. Well, they're pretty close and they seem to like it, so. Oh yeah, fun to mount those rubber band tires. Yeah, I used to do that, man. I was a grunt back in the day. Used to worked at a bunch of tire shops. I mounted anything from 44s to wheelbarrow tires. I did not enjoy it. Did not enjoy it at all. Snip this wire. I'm going to leave myself a little bit of working space here. I don't know about y'all, but I was always told to twist to the right when you twist your wires. Twist to the right. I don't know what the difference is. Supposedly it's like the natural twist of the wire when they wrap them and such. I don't. Probably way too much wire on that too. Oh my goodness. That's on there pretty good. Let's see what we're working with here. Rubber ducking. Break, break, break. Break for rubber duck. We're working on the wife's Trans Am. Working on the wife's Trans Am. Doing a transmission temperature gauge. Bought this snazzy little 3D printed housing for it. Just checking the fit of this. Oh wow, that fits beautifully. Yeah, let me get you right around here. So there, and that'll sit in the car like yin. Traction control switch you go here, and cigarette lighter goes here. That's not bad at all. Not bad. Let's see. Yeah, see that's where it's gonna suck. I'm gonna have to get a bridge. I have to get the old metal bridge for this because this doesn't fit on there. It's hitting that. Yeah, that gauge fits beautifully. It's almost, I mean, it's pretty snug in there, but under heavy acceleration, it may start to wear. Vibration, it may start to wear and work its way out of there. I don't need it flopping around on the old lady. Rubber ducking trucking. That's got a ring to it, don't it? Should have come with a metal piece for that. At least they used to. I don't know if I guess the gauges don't come with that little metal bridge anymore. Let's see if I can find one. I have one in one of my junk drawers over here. Don't worry about it, it wasn't expensive. Oh no. I know where they're at. They are in a box on the top shelf. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. I know where all of them are. Maybe I might get lucky. Find one. I might get lucky and find one. But it's going to be for too big of a gauge. It's for the big gauges. Yeah, that one's for the big gauges. Those it in without, what the hell? Put a bit of two-stage epoxy there. Those it those it in without it. No, that box of gauges that I have from doing that, from doing the square body. I've got a box of gauges up there that should have these in there. But this is for the big gauge. This is for the 2 1/4 gauge. They're up there. Give up hope. I got more crap in this drawer than most people do in their whole damn garage. If it ain't here, I'll probably find it somewhere else. Oh, sweet. Look at that. Oh, yeah. I know some of y'all are old. I know some of y'all are as old as me. Look at that. You remember the thumb wrestlers? Stick your thumb in there. Right in his butt. Yeah. Rock. I just found this in that drawer over there. I'm not sure who that's supposed to be. Maybe the Iron Sheik. Rubber Duck. If you're old enough to know that movie, then you're probably old enough to know what this is. Anyway, that is my drawer. My catch everything drawer. There's stuff in here. Park and brake cable stuff. Floats. Factory shift knob from my 86. I know what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to get the ladder. I'm going to have to get the ladder and go up there to those boxes and find that box of gauges that I put in there. That's way old. Yeah. Anybody need a bronze distributor gear? Can't tell you. It's probably been 8 years since I've had a carburetor motor that needed a distributor. Head inserts. That Windsor life. Ah. Where there's a will, there's a way. Let's see. Let's see what we got going on here. Keeping these wheels rolling for the past few years. At 50. Yeah? You hit your 1,000,000 mark yet? You 1,000,000 driver? Just a touch off, isn't it? I don't know if that's going to work too good either. Might have to trim that. Off. Oh yeah, you sure have. Hell yeah. You OTR driver, I'm assuming. That classic car guide is a 2000. OTR driver, do you drive for yourself, or I'm assuming you drive for yourself since you have a CB. No fleet companies allow you to have CB anymore, and if you got one, they take them out. Oh, Jesus. A little too much sauce on that one. Let me take this out of here. Yeah, it, that thing that sucks is, oh, your son had a 2002. Sweet. Yeah, that post right there. That post is, I'm gonna be happy if it touches this. Now I'll spin you guys back around. What I'm doing is not very important. There you go. For all you Ford haters out there. Huh? Well, what's going on with that? So what's going on with the one that it came with is that when I go to put it in the back of this with the gauge in there, it's hitting this. It's hitting this ledge right here and it won't let it go. It's just too bulky. I know it's a little close. It's just too bulky. Now I'll stick it back in and demonstrate that again. You know, that's upside down. I'll sit in there like a yin. So let's see. Can you guys see what the hell I'm doing? Right about here. So it's hitting this. Let me get back. Yeah, there we go. So it's hitting here. It's not focusing on that. Yeah. So it's hitting there, and I can't trim that because this has to lock onto the console. And it is butthole tight. There's no space. No space in that. So that's why I was going to use a bridge and just drop it down the sides. I won't have to worry about that. Black frame, yes, this is a 2000 WS6 Trans Am. Yeah, this ledge, yeah, I'm pretty sure that this has to clip into the dash to lock it in. This one, and this one, and this one. Clip it into the dash. Is it a V8? Yes. Yes, it is. It is a LS1. LS1 with a single on it. Oh, wow, you're in Europe. Cool. Welcome in. I don't know if half tempted. You know what I'm half tempted to do? I'm half tempted to do is just cut this here and over here so it'll just pass by. I mean, that should honestly still hold it in pretty good, even if that piece is missing. It should not affect the function of it. It's just holding tension on the gauge. Let me just do that. Just cut it and slip her on down past it. It's still gonna contact it here and over here, and of course across the top. It should still do what it needs to do. If not, I'll just dig the stuff out from up there in the box. Put a couple marks on this thing. Oh man. I wonder where those went off to. I bet you I could use that. Where are they at? Oh, where did those go? Is that them? That is them. Aha. So, you have LS1s on some Chevys, though. Yeah, this Chevy. So a guy makes, a majority of you guys watching right now are Chevy guys, but this is a 3D gauge pod that a guy on Etsy prints for my car. And it comes with this, a bridge, 3D printed. Oh, company driver. Had to give up my truck. Yeah, maintenance. Yeah, well, that's cool that they're all right with you having a CB. I'm sure they won't let you. I'm sure they won't let you run a linear or anything in there. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Oh well, that was a good idea, but it sits right on those flags. Yeah, it sits right on those flags. Oh well, I'll do what I was gonna do. I remember a guy we used to hang out with when we were kids. He had a big linear. He had a CB in his house. He had a big, huge setup. And when we were kids, we climbed on his roof and put his antenna down through the stink pipe of his roof. That antenna went all the way down to the bottom of the stink pipe and was still about 50 feet above the house. And he had a linear, desktop linear. And when he keyed up on that and started talking, he got on it. He would go, worldwide, worldwide. And that linear would start glowing blue. All the coils in it would start glowing blue. And he just talked over everybody. If you were within, I don't know how far that thing reached, but if you were close, you were talked over. Sicily and Italy. Oh, that's cool. Y'all are talking, and I can't follow. Let me scroll back a little bit. Okay, I saw that one. Big caliber. Okay. Oh, okay. That's what y'all are talking about. Yeah, I could. But what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen with that? With the metal one? I could definitely just kind of clean that up a little bit, oblong that hole some. But what's gonna happen is gonna end up sitting down on this stud right here. That's a little blurry. Let me move you around real quick. Yeah, not much better, is it? So that metal stud right there, this is going to end up sitting down on top of that. And so one's a sensor, one's power, and one's the ground. I don't want to arc that out, because I'm sure that's what's going to happen. If I set that down on there, that thing's going to get in between those and arc that thing out. Need to get a wander bar. A wander bar? Okay. Yeah, I could put a vacuum cap or something over top of it. But we're gonna do this. If I don't like it, then I'll change it up. I'm gonna use a plastic one. Let's see what happens. It's either gonna go right or it's gonna go very wrong. I know I've got a bunch of these stupid plastic things in a box. See, it's still tall. Look at that. Goes down on there. But it's still stupid tall. I guess I have to shave it down a tick. I pushed all the way in. About as in as it's gonna go. I'll be dipped. See that one. Son of a gun. So I need to trim some off. So it's not fitting because it's at it's at an angle. I need to trim some of that ring off. I know the best way to do that too. Yeah. Yeah. You guys talk amongst yourselves for a minute. I'll be right back. T-tops. Yeah, my 86 is a T-top. And you can't keep them from leaking water. I'll put that on the wrong side. No, I didn't. I'll put that on the right side. There you go, a bit more. A little bit more right there and there. Right. Getting there. Just gotta go a little more. None too shabby. T-top. What does it mean? Like coupe? Nope, not coupe. Here, I'll show you what a T-top is. This is a T-top. It's a heavy piece of glass that you can take out. That is a T-top. I'm not taking hers out because I am not breaking that seal. It's kind of like when you drink a lot of beer and you go pee for the first time, and then all you know, you're back up peeing all the time. What up, brother? Targa top, yeah. T-top and Targa top are totally different. Oh yeah, she would definitely be upset. Definitely, she goes to wash her car and there's water in there. I'm in Florida. I'm in Central Florida. So I gotta take a little more off of that side. Trying to taper it so that it seals all the way. I take just a little more off. That side's doing pretty decent. Take a little more off of this side. Yeah, no target tops. Well, not the F bodies, but what was it? There was a Trans Am that they did. It was a custom, and they only made a couple hundred of them, or I think 100 of them, and they had a target top on them. It kind of looked like the old Batmobile with the humps behind the seats. They did make that, and that had a target top on it. I think they only made 100 of them, or it might have even been less. But it was a '90s Trans Am. It was like one of those custom jobs. Trying to do a little bit at a time. I don't want to take off too much and end up screwing myself. But it's getting there. It's getting there. No skinny jeans. I'll be in there in just a second. It's getting there. Just gotta get this side down a little bit more. I can probably get the nut on it, but I'll make sure I get that whole nut on there. Just need to a little off the corners. It looks like a little off the corner. I need to taper that corner right there. You guys can't see it as well as I can. Taper that corner, and probably this one. It looks like, oh, I see what else is in the way. This little ledge right here is in the way right there. So I need to notch that. So, right there. I need to notch that out. So it sits down on that. Very, yeah. That little notch. Little ledge right there. Yeah, there you go. And notch that out for that. Personally, if I could ever put my hands on a U.S. made car, it'd be a 69 SS. You better have deep pockets, brother. Because if it's a real 69 SS, you're gonna need some pockets. I tell you what, black frame. I don't know what time it is. I don't know how ahead you guys are, but tomorrow, when the car gets here, it's gonna be a '67 Firebird coming in tomorrow. LS3, TKO 600 5-speed car. That's going to be coming in the shop tomorrow to do fuel leak stuff. Check that thing out, and I'll show you that car and walk you around it inside and out, and I'll tell you what he paid for that car. I mean, 69. I mean, everybody wants a '69 Camaro. I mean, they're great cars, beautiful cars. Me, '67, '68, all day long. Phantom headlights. You know, the phantom grill, phantom headlights, whatever the hell you want to call them. Scroll back, last question I sent. Let me see here. Oh, there we go. What city? I live in Spring Hill. Oh, you live in Spring Hill. Okay, Brooksville area. I am in Winter Haven. Oh, black frame. F body question mark? Fox body question mark? like Fox Body Mustang. You like Fox Body Mustangs? I tell you what, Black Frank, you can own a Fox Body Mustang. You can own a 700 plus rear wheel horsepower, fire breathing dragon Fox Body Mustang. But you're gonna have to come here and see it. And then you're gonna have to ship it back home. I'll show you that car tomorrow too. We'll walk up to the front garage and I'll show you that one. Show you that tomorrow. If you're in. The only downside there, Black Frame, is you're gonna have to have that thing tuned for 91, because I don't think you guys have any E85 stations up there where you're at. Oh yeah, look at that. Fits like a wooden dick. I'll be damned. I think that's gonna work out just fine. Beautiful. Beautiful. See, look at that. I ain't the only Ford guy in the house, you guys. They look. See, I read that as you. You look quite short. They look quite short, tall and narrow in pictures. I don't know. Well, how big are you? You tall? You like? Are you taller than 6'2"? Because I know a lot of big boys that drive those cars just fine. You just have to get you modify the seat track a little bit. You slide the seat track all the way back, and then you'll modify it and push that seat even further back. There's actually, if you just go check out some of my videos, you'll see that car in there. What up, Lone Star? How you doing, man? Cheers. Sweet tea, by the way. Appreciate everybody stopping in. Mighty nice of you. Oh yeah. Just gotta get that in there just a touch. Oh. Oh. That worked out. That thing ain't going nowhere. Nice. Nice. That worked out good. None too shabby. None too shabby. I got good contact all the way around. Hell yeah. Look at me fixing stuff. A Ford Durango. Yeah, that was before the Ranchero, wasn't it? I think that was before the Ranchero. C6 Corvette ZR1. Everybody wants a Corvette. What up, Lathan? Welcome back. I seen them photos you posted of your trucks today, or yesterday. I don't know when you posted them, yesterday or today. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. Shit gets, well, anything these days is freaking expensive, no matter what it is. But them Corvettes, man, they're stupid popular. Just you got to thank all those guys with those cams, man. Them Corvettes sound wicked with a cam in them. You know, I'm not a Chevy guy anymore, but motor's a motor, and that freaking thing sounds wicked. Hmm. Hey, Lathan, they're old trucks, man. They're old trucks. Ain't nothing wrong with them, that's for sure. I'm not a state body kind of guy, but it's a work truck. Mhm. Yes, you told me earlier, Lathan, about 30, 45 minutes ago. Sorry to hear that, pal. I like the Corvettes without the flip ups, without the flip up headlights. The ones that had the one piece headlight that went with the body line. I'd never own one. I've driven many, but I'll never own a Corvette ever. Tons of old BMWs. Yeah, I bet y'all do have a shit ton of old BMWs. Electrical nightmares, yes sir. Especially the '80s, BMWs. The early '90s Beamers were just awful, especially with taillights and losing grounds. Oh yeah, been there, done that. Hey, good night there, Rubber Duck. Thanks for stopping in, man. You have a good Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much, and if you do, hey, it happens. Stay out of trouble now. C3 with a big block. Yeah. I like the what did the what did the 80 what was it 86, 87 when they did the pace cars with the black and silver pace cars. Oh, you're out on the road, huh? Well, if you're in Florida, you hit me up. I will feed you. We're gonna have candied yam. I'm making candied yams, a big ass ham, some deviled eggs, old school in it. Old school in it. Oh, BMW and Bosch. Oh yeah, they were in cahoots a long, long time ago. See you later, Frankie. Yeah, non-2000s even worse because there was this rush to implement electric seats. Yeah, yeah. I was a European car mechanic for 16 years. I started working on them in 2019. I started working on European cars, not knowing shit about European cars, and it was a big, big learning curve for me. That's for sure. Uh, back, I worked on the cars that had the vacuum operated window switches and uh, all that fun shit. The old Mercedes, they're all vacuum operated. You get one vacuum leak and your windows don't work no more. Yeah, Lathan, I'm about to do the same thing, man. I'm about to do the same thing. I'm about to go eat me some enchiladas. Wolfsburg edition, sweet. Yeah, man, those things are cool. Little baby turbos on those, I believe. But anyway, sometime after the holidays. That's what's up. Sweet. I'm gonna get off here. It looks like everybody else dipped too, so I'm gonna jump off. You guys have a good night. Black Frame. Thanks for hanging out, man. It was good talking to you. I'll kick a live back off in maybe about 45 minutes or so, and finish putting this gauge in. But yeah, I'll go live again in a little while. If you guys are still around, y'all can hang out. I appreciate everybody. Thanks for stopping in.